You're watching the Isaiah Factor Uncensored.
And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored, our second half hour here. Tonight, we're talking about those delusional people out there who get hung up on people romantically. Just to be clear, we are not talking about situationships when both parties have some degree of interest in each other. However, this never turns into a full relationship. We're talking about the sadly desperate people who have unrequited crushes that they just can't shake. We have with us comedian Tess Vergold and Ben Daniel and principal of B&B Hospitality, Bevan Biggers, to talk about the trending term delusionship. So Bevan, what do you think a delusionship? You know, I mean, have you ever been in one?
I haven't, but somebody else has.
I knew you were
so
going to say that.
I didn't know what the term meant. They had to explain it to me. I said, oh, I have a lot of those. They just say hi, 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 all in my inbox, and I don't even respond. I have one dude who, on my old Facebook, he said hi and hello to me for like 5 years.
Really?
And I would say thanks every 2 years. So, yeah.
So you knew there was a problem there, and if you over-responded and you got too friendly, it would be a problem for you.
Yeah. So people are like, you should block. I'm like, just let them talk in the messages alone to themselves.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Just, you know, just play in there.
How do you settle on 2 years, though? Like, you can't even give them once a year, like Christmas. You can't even give them that little morsel of hope,
I feel like that's
once a
just
year.
too much. I want to give them very, very little, like a little crumb.
Yeah, you don't want
Ben
to give them
says,
too
give
much.
him Christmas. Give him Thanksgiving.
Well, then if you give them something, they start to
Do it on
over
Keep going. Then I have to do it every year, then maybe
Do
every
it on
6 months.
Thanksgiving. You're literally supposed to give thanks. That's all you're giving anyway.
Then they don't want a pie. No, thank you.
So, Ben, you're talking like you slid in a few DMs.
Man, every single time you've brought me on this show, I've been desperate in Lala's DMs, and it hasn't worked out so far. I understand delusional. I also would like to say I appreciate you bringing me on the panel every single time a guy does something sad. Dating while broke. Delusionships. Are you with a woman who's too attractive for you? And then spiders one time, but that was a separate.
Spiders are scary.
Y'all can't be opposed to delusionships when women have monetized delusionships and it's called OnlyFans.
You're right.
Y'all
You're right.
have weaponized men's desperation at like $8 a month. I don't know how
We
bad
don't
is that.
weaponize it. Y'all make it easy. No,
Chumps.
it's so easy.
Yes.
I mean,
We're
it's just
chumps,
using
huh?
your own weakness against you. You know, you don't
Yes.
have to pay for it.
That's our kryptonite.
There's free stuff out
You
there.
don't have to pay for it, but it's like, if I give this girl $8 a month, maybe after 8 years of financial transactions, she'll notice me.
Yeah.
Somebody do the math on that. $8 a month for 12 months for 8 years. Tess,
That's too much.
what has been your experience?
I don't know. I was reading this. I'm like, a delusional ship. That's just having a crush on somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's cute if you're like a 13-year-old girl, but it's very creepy if you're a 40-year-old man. I definitely had
You
delusion
stop picking
ships.
on Ben.
38.
Really?
Don't age me, Isaac.
It's close enough.
It's been a hard
Oh,
38.
it's good. I had delusion ships when I was in like middle school and high school, like that one guy at school that you would never talk to, and you know, you would get with your friends on sleepovers or whatever, and you'd like call their number through the directory and hang up. It was like
Oh,
cute
damn.
stuff.
She said a
do you know-
directory.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
wanna
the
give
delusion
people
would be like Usher, like me having a crush on Usher?
No, you know why women don't have delusionships? Because men are gettable.
That's so
I mean, that
true.
is true.
If
Y'all are
you
very
really
easy.
wanted to get Usher, you don't think you could get it done in a month?
A month.
You got to find travel
bold
and tour
statement.
schedules and book hotels and make arrangements
Oh,
and
that's called
logistics.
stalking. I don't think that's going to work.
I
Yeah.
think you're going to have to stalk Usher. I don't think
But
you're going to stumble into your
Bevan,
coffee
you don't
shop
think
and sweep
you
off
can
the
get
street.
it done in a month or at least a quarter?
Yeah, I could.
See,
That's why you can't be in a
bingo.
delusionship.
I'm sorry.
Bingo.
Because it's not delusional. You can actually accomplish it.
No, but honestly though, I do have a few people, you know who you are out there, who just messaged me back to back to back to back to back to back to back. You saw I read the messages and I never responded. And you keep saying, hello, hi, what's up? Oh my God, wifey, wife, hello, hi, what's up?
This
How
is
you
the
doing?
beginning of a news story,
I was
right,
like,
by the
oh
way.
my God, make it stop. So then I put them on restrict or block them.
And
then,
does
yeah.
it ever become scary to you?
No, I haven't had any scary moments yet.
Those are scary moments.
Those
Don't you
are-
know those hi, hello,
Yeah,
hey, it's how every
that's
Dateline
scary.
interview starts?
That's
I mean,
crazy.
there's some red flags on some of them, but at least I know what they look like
They're scary.
and know
They're
what
scary.
to avoid.
We had to get a guy banned recently from the show that I do here in Houston because he's been messaging and coming every for 2 years. So it's like, you know, you have to watch
And
out
is
for
it-
that stuff.
His focus is you, right?
Yeah, yeah. He would think I was like talking to him while I was on stage. Hi, by the way, if you're watching. I'm just kidding.
Oh, he is.
Oh my God.
She wants to trouble.
Please leave me alone.
I've worked in
Come on,
clubs.
Tess.
I've worked in clubs and nightlife, so I'm already a paranoid person. I've had people follow
Yeah.
me, like after like my shift or whatever, to my car. I usually have security walk me
Well,
to my
that's
car.
scary. That
That's
is,
scary.
yeah.
So I mean, if somebody rolled up on me, I'm immediately pepper spraying. That's why my friends don't hug me from the back, because I've had a homeboy hug me and I said, he's like, yo, whoa. So I immediately spray. I spray and then talk later.
And so, has anyone actually come that close where it was like frightening to you?
No.
I mean, you said they were. I mean, if they're following you out the club.
But I don't work in bars or clubs anymore, so I don't work nightlife, so I'm not really
But back
out
in
there
that
like
day,
that.
was it?
Oh, all the
yeah.
time. That's why I always had security walk me to my car. I had to. It was like not even
Yeah.
All right.
an option.
We want to thank you guys for joining us on The Factor Uncensored. Appreciate you. Always good to see you.